Hey, what's going on? Coach Luca here. So today I wanted to take you through a protocol, something I've been kind of putting together, working on, that this is going to be specifically for the squat. How to improve your squat and also warm up for the squat. And this has been working really well because it kind of combines a number of different things, okay? It combines that joint by joint theory. So, you know, think about when you go into a training session, a lot of times it's out from the car, it's from work, you're stressed out all day, and you may already have some issues with hip mobility, core stability, ankle mobility, upper back, thoracic mobility, right? So this is a way to get warmed up really well, like feel good, get the joints lubricated, work on those, I would say, weak links and improve them while you're ramping up to go to squat. So example, let's say today is gonna be a front squat day for me with a barbell. And I just did my soft tissue work. So I rolled out quads, calves, glutes, hamstrings, upper back, all that good stuff. I did my breathing resets. I would pretty much be able to just move into this, okay? So here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna use the kettlebells as for a goblet squat, ramp up. Now I like, if you guys follow Matt Wenning of Westside Barbell, he's a powerlifter, really smart dude, like building capacity and warm up sets. So I like to do that with goblet squats for even high reps as much as 20, 25, 30. Today I'm just gonna do anywhere from 5 to 10. So one, I don't bore you with doing a ton of sets with this, but what I'm gonna do is start with, hey, most people, they come in, we've already done our breathing stuff. We're gonna do banded dead bugs to turn on core and still have this, I will say, squat pattern. So if you guys watch, I'm setting everything up here, so we got it all bundled up. So I'm gonna pull that band, use my lats here, bring both knees up, so I'm now in a dead bug position. I'm gonna exhale, reach out, inhale through the nose, other side. So I'm turning on core, I'm turning on lats, I'm drilling that squat pattern. So now, and I'd probably do that for about 5, 6 reps per side. Then, and I'd start with a lighter bell first, right? This is my first set. I'm gonna go to goblet squats and now drill my pattern. I also like on the goblets, especially when I go lighter, to push the bell out because now it turns on my core, right? You can still be extended in a goblet squat. So I'm gonna come down, 1. Right, so I did 8 there. I might go as high as 15 to 20, even more than that, right? Building that capacity. And maybe I even slow that down a little bit. I'm trying to roll through it for you guys. So boom, that's my first set. Super setting. Core, goblet squat. Number 2, hips, rectus femoris, right? A lot of people have not only a tight hip flexor, I should say, not only psoas, but rectus femoris. So I'm gonna get into this position. I'm gonna align my hips here, okay? So notice I'm gonna push my hip into my opposite adductor. And from there, I like to push my quad down so my rib cage comes down, leaning back. So I'm feeling that big stretch in the front. From here, instead of counting seconds, I'm gonna exhale. All the way out, air into my nose, deep into my belly. That's 1 rep. And 2. All right, so you can make it a little bit harder by going up and across and reaching, and that's gonna open that up even more. So we go for about 5 to 6 breaths, okay? Do my 5 to 6 breaths. Guess what I do? Both sides, obviously. Right back to my goblet squats. Hips should be a little bit more open now. Man, feeling smoother, just on my left side though, okay? Nice. Like I said, I'm just gonna do like 8. Number 3, what's the big issue for a lot of people? Ankle mobility, ankle dorsiflexion. Now there's a lot of way to drill it. I really like this, so I'm gonna use the weight. So if you guys will see, I'm gonna go behind here. So imagine doing essentially what I'm gonna do is, and because I don't have something to hold on to, if I lose my balance a little bit, just know I'd usually be on a rig holding on to it. Right, so imagine doing a calf stretch, right? So I'm coming down into that calf stretch. I'm gonna use put it this way. I'm gonna take the bell down and just imagine now here, I'm going down into a calf stretch, and in the calf stretch at the bottom, I'm gonna push down into the pad, okay? And I'm gonna pull away from the pad. So essentially what I'm doing is, for 5 seconds, I'm trying to push into it even though it's in the stretch position, and I'm trying to pull away from it for 5 seconds, okay? So like I said, this is the one that I'm showing you more. You gotta think about it. So if I was here, I'm getting this stretch, 5 seconds down, 5 seconds away. And as you do that 3 to 4 sets, you're gonna be able to go deeper and deeper into that stretch and get this dorsiflexion in the ankle, okay? So, but I like doing it as a calf stretch, calf raise, because like now I can do what's called pails and rails, where I can create force, I can progressively regress force, and that's gonna put me deeper into that stretch, okay? So fantastic drill. Like I said, you do 3 sets of push 5 seconds, pull 5 seconds, push 5 seconds, pull 5 seconds. So one set will take you about 30, 40 seconds there, and you do right side and then left side, and then you're coming right back to it. Now I'm gonna go to a little bit heavier belt, right? I'm just ramping up. It's my 3rd round here. Go a little bit heavier. Bam. Like I said, I'm doing 8. I would do at least 10, but I prefer even higher than that, like 15 to 20 on this. Right, so that's now our 3rd drill here. Number 4, we're gonna go into Spider-Man lunge position with the knee down. So we're doing a couple of things here now, okay? Both my hands are down, and I like this alternating one. So I'm going to go inside arm, so I'm gonna exhale and drive my elbow. Don't worry about the arm as much. Drive the elbow, exhale, rotate that upper back as much as you can. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna push my knee into my shoulder, align my hips, and I open up the other side. All right, again. Okay, so if we're drilling 5 and 5 per side, working at thoracic mobility, guess what I'm doing again? Right, I'm going right back to my goblet squat, hitting that for 10, 12, 15, or higher reps. And now I might have taken a 52 or even a 62. From there, I like to go end range iso holds. One of the reasons I really like these for any type of squat work is because most people really don't work those end ranges, right? My end range is here, okay? And for many people, when they pull into their passive end range and you tell them to hold it, it just drops down. They don't have any control there. So what I'm gonna do, same thing, hand on a rig, create tension everywhere. This is really important. So if somebody was coaching me right now and coming around, my chest should be on, shoulders, glutes, abs, lats, everything is turned on. And I'm gonna grab onto this for right now, pull my hip into maximum flexion here, or should I say my knee, and create tension, and let go. Keep driving it up, keep driving it up, keep driving it up, keep driving it up. 10 seconds, regrip, pull it back up again. Hold for another 10 seconds. And I actually like to do it up front as also as much externally rotated. So we'll do 2 sets of 10 seconds. Guess what we're doing then? Right back into that squat, pulling ourselves down, pushing back up, 12 to 15 reps. And then glute bridges, or where's my band at? Just getting glutes to turn on a little bit more, whether it's glute bridges or even a combo of a single leg bridge and using something like the band. This is Brett's glute loop band. Getting into that hinge position, putting those glutes on stretch, abs are on, or if he was pushing the fist, pushing those knees out so they're not collapsing. All right, we're working 12 to 15 per side, feeling those glutes turn on, back at it. So if we do that, essentially what we've done is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6, right? Different, I would say, activation / mobilization exercises, but we've also done 6 ramp up sets of not a heavy weight that's gonna fatigue your nervous system. So if you go into a front squat, like I said, you'll be perfectly fine. You actually may have your best day because things feel great, right? Blood flow going, ramping up, muscles turning on, lubrication in the joints, right? Now, here's the deal. Like, should you do all those 6? Maybe, maybe not. Think about the ones that like are, I like going through all of that, right? I'm just right now not even doing the full thing. I'm sweating. I'm like, my squat feels so much better. But let's say you got a tougher time turning on core. Do 2 sets of dead bugs, and maybe take out thoracic mobility if you don't need it as much, right? If you feel like your hips are extra tight, hey, do your RF couch stretch with breathing, and do that for 2 sets, right? There is no golden rule here. This is essentially something I kind of worked on as part of a warm-up, and I'll show you guys in another segment like what I would do for the deadlift, right? Some things are similar, some things are not similar, but same thing, ramping up, ramping up, ramping up. And over time, what's great about this is your work capacity goes up, right? You feel better, and you're ingraining a better movement pattern, right? Because too many people, they do some warm-ups and they jump into their training too fast, and then, but this doesn't take long, right? I'm talking to you guys, this could take under less than 10 minutes if you're moving back and forth through it, right? Because you're actually gonna go through at a good pace. It's gonna warm you up in and of itself. So try this squat warm-up before your next squat day. Let me know how it goes. If you got any questions, post them below, guys. I love answering this stuff in the real world. This is practical, this works, but you gotta do it. See you next time, peace out.